they need. I mean, the Dolphins. I mean, I'm good friends with Garfinkel. Good friends, with the whole. I mean, Dolphins is one of our main partners here. They need to hire a coach. I'm upset that they've fired the coach, but I understand the situation. It has to be better communication. But I don't know about Harbaugh. I don't know. Harbaugh is a good friend of mine, but the transition from college coaches to NFL coaches has not been good. You know, Sean Payton is out there. I think they need a offensive-minded coach. Similar to Leftwich, or Eric Bieniemy. I think Eric Bieniemy would do really well because he did good. He's done good with the Kansas City quarterback. So I think if they want somebody to develop Tua, because I know that was the friction, I think the main thing would be able to get somebody, who's going to embrace what they want, which is develop Tua. And Eric Bieniemy is probably the best thing out there because he was there to help develop the young quarterback in Kansas City, which is arguably the best quarterback in the league. So that's what makes sense to me.
You already mentioned you're not happy about Flores. Do you think they really needed to give him a couple more years?
Oh, no question about it. I mean, anybody around here, we all knew the barbershop talk. Everybody else, we knew it was friction. Flores didn't want to. Flores wanted quarterback from Oregon. Flores wanted Deshaun Watson. So that's where the problem came in at. But now the pressure is going to be on Tua because you got to coach fire. Bottom line, you got to coach fire. So the next coach got to come in and embrace that. So the pressure has to be on him to perform in the way that he, in the way of getting the coach fired. So at the end of the day, I hope it works out for Tua. But he has some more growing. Has too careless with the football, in my opinion. You can't be careless with the football. I mean, you see the development of the quarterbacks that came out with him, and those guys are up here, and he is not there yet. And so whoever they bring in needs to embrace that he is the quarterback and develop him as a quarterback. And in this NFL, Miami Dolphin fan, diehard Dolphins around here, people are not going to see other people who came out of here in the same class develop better than him. And I think he has one more year. He has to do very good next year, and they'll probably Tannehill him.
Do you think his teammates see him as a leader, or just somebody that's just temporarily filling some shoes until the real leader gets there?
I think when you listen to the interviews when they were on this. Oh, wait.
You're such a pro. You know to wait.
When you listen to the interviews, when they went on that run, it was Tua saying, why are you guys going on this run? It was his quotes of saying, we came together more as a team. We started spending more time together as a team. Well, if you're the quarterback, that should have been done day one. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. But now you have this thing that's over his head that our head coach is gone because of you. So he's going to have to do some real work with the players that are there. And, and whatever coach comes in is going to have to, build another culture because Flores built a brand new culture at the Miami Dolphins, where, he got rid of some star players, Kenny Stills and some other star players that did not buy into his culture. So he was building something, there. And when you build something, there's, casualties of war, Mika Fitzpatrick, yeah, you're first round pick, but you're not buying into what we're doing, we'll let you go. So all that is in the garbage right now, and right now those guys in the locker room are looking at, okay, you're the coach that, you're the player that the coach got fired for. And they know what happened in there. So the Dolphins have a hard job to do to now grab a coach that's going to come in and be able to smooth that over, plus develop a quarterback, and that quarterback is going to have to do a whole lot of work of getting that locker room behind him.
Everybody's got baggage.
So you're the owner. How difficult is it?
Yeah, everybody got baggage.
For an owner to not be a Jerry Jones and be on TV and give press conferences when the coach needs to be talking, but he's talking. How difficult is it for an owner to say, "Hey, listen, I own the team, just go win"?
It's difficult for I can only imagine how difficult it is for owners in the NFL. It's difficult for them. I mean, a lot of these guys are out of touch. I mean, our owner does a great job in the community, but the management of the team for years have been not good. But the community outreach has been good. It's difficult for them to get out of the way, because when you're the owner of something, you get a lot of things coming from a lot of different places and a lot of people in a lot of people's ears. And I think I'm just sad that Flores is gone and had to end the way it did when a guy goes and wins 8 games out of the last 9 games, and you see so much of what he's put into the program to now have it all in that fashion. And now the Dolphins have to start back from scratch. And it was the owner thing. It was a disconnect, with the owner and the coach with the general manager. I mean, you look at the general manager, been with the Dolphins for over 20 years. So if you coming into a situation, either one of us, we're working. It's all great in the beginning, but it becomes you are a company man and I'm an outsider. And so now it can get toxic real fast when the outsider wants something. And so it's difficult. It's difficult for owners to get away, to get out of the way. The smart ones will win. Kraft gets out of the way and let Belichick run the team. You're the coach. Do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And you see the teams that win on a consistent basis, the owners get out of the way and they let people who they hire do their job. And that's with anything.